I'm not sure who needs to hear this message, but God has got this for somebody. Alright, guys. So the Lord got me thinking, right? How many of you know that there's going to be this, apparently that it's like Gather 25 or whatever. It's this thing where they want like all the Christians in the world to get on this online thing together, right? Just, I don't know, to have like this, worldwide worship revival type thing, right? Which is great. But then the Lord showed me this. Let's say you're an average person, right? We Christians, right? None of us are perfect in the faith. We ain't all perfect. None of us are perfect. Only Jesus is perfect. But you got two rooms, right? You got a Christian in one room full of a whole bunch of other Christians. Then you got a Christian in another room with a whole room of just non-Christians, non-believers, right? Obviously, when you're in that room of Christians, it's so much easier to be Christian, right? It's so much easier to just praise and love Jesus and serve Him, right? You're going to be provoked. You want to do good things, say good things, right? But how many of us also know how easy it is if you're in that room of the unbelievers? Man, how easy it is to just maybe put the Lord in the back seat. Say some things that you probably shouldn't say. Think some things you shouldn't think. Do some things you probably shouldn't do. Right? It's a lot easier when you're exposed to and surrounded by and influenced by non-believers. So from that little thing, the two room thing, right? We got that. What do we get from that? So the first thing we got is obviously it's really helpful if you can to get with other believers. And Sunday is great, guys. I love church on Sunday. It's amazing. But there's 6 other days of the week, guys. We cannot be Sunday Christians. There are 6 other days of the week. Whether you got to go to somebody at work. Hey, start discipling somebody at work. Then you can got a friend, a brother in Christ, sister in Christ, whatever. Somebody that you could get close to. Somebody that you can have spiritual discussions with. Talk spiritual things with. I'm telling you from experience, that will build you up so much better. When I was on my own, menial growth. Lots of struggles. But when I just had 1 or 2 just Christian brothers I could talk to and spend time with, man, it is such a joy and it's such a blessing and it helps so much. Helps you to stay on track. Helps somebody to keep you accountable, right? Keep you focused on the Lord. Another thing is when we're by ourselves, we take influences from the people around us, and it can be so easy to take influences from the world and the things of it. But I encourage you today, will you be strong not only in the room where the other Christians are, but when you're in the room, when you're in the workplace, when you're in the restaurant, when you're in the store, when you're in the meeting where it's all unbelievers, you're going to conform? You're going to kind of just lay back on your faith, stand there without it? Or are you going to be strong in your faith no matter who's listening, no matter what anybody says? Are you going to be the only one? Are you okay with being the black sheep? Right? I think many of us, we want to blend right in, man. We want to blend in. But then we ain't fruitful. Man, I encourage you today to just be that black sheep. Be that one who just sticks out. Because as my boy DeMarcus always, as he says, right? Why try and blend in when you are born to stick out? Man, Jesus is not trying. If Jesus has a message for you to give to somebody, you can't do that blending in. Right? What are billboards and signs on the side of the road? Are they made to blend in with the greenery? Or are they made to stand out, pop out, get your eyes, get your attention, let the world see what that sign has to say? Well, I encourage you today, let the world see what Jesus has to say. And never forget that He loves you. Alright, guys? So today, we're going to be strong and we're going to be faithful, even though it's a Monday. Right? Monday is the hard day. But we're starting out Monday. We're going to go all through the week. Whether we're in a room of all unbelievers, all heathen, all atheists, no matter what we're in a room with, we're going to be faithful. And then we're going to see if we can find some Christian brothers and sisters, because that'll help us out on our faith, that we are not alone. But remember, even if you is alone, even if you don't have anybody right now, you are never alone, because God is with you. He's around you. He's in you. He's working in you and through you, and He loves you. All right? I love you all so much. If you made it to the end of this video, I want you to comment the words, "I'm being faithful to God at all times." I'm being faithful to God at all times. I love you all so much. And remember, Jesus loves you.